In this video, we're going to analyze HBAR's chart to see what will happen for the rest of the 2025 and of course 2026. So let's go. Alright, so this is HBAR's daily chart. I'm gonna base this whole analyze and price prediction on two things. First of all, we have a downtrend. We started from here and then here. This is our top for this cycle, and here, and then it goes down for the lower highs. And now we are testing the lower lows to see if it's gonna break or we're gonna break the lower highs to see which way we are going. And the second part is where is the bottom, where is the low, where is the deep. And I believe that the most important part and the most important level for us is this level here that we had previously two important reactions to it. And of course, it's coming from mostly from this area, this demand zone that comes from here. But actually, if we do a little Fibonacci, we'll see that that aligns perfectly with our crucial zone. And as you can see, we had really perfect reactions to it that it's just so beautiful. So it just makes this zone very important. And even after this crash that we had for the whole crypto market, this we were pushed back up this zone again, and I believe this zone is going to act a very important role for us to see what will happen for the rest of the year and of course 2026. So first of all, I have to draw this line. This is the trend line. It just shows us the downward trend line, downward momentum, and just show us how things will be if we want to go for higher highs. First of all, just we have to break this trend line. And I think since this is the downward trend line, for now we're mostly going to go down because it's just the theme here is bearish. The whole crypto market, Bitcoin today was around 104k. So yeah, things do not look good for now. Maybe it changes, but for now things are bearish. So I believe that our best case scenario would be that we have a support from here and we get pushed up, and then eventually we break above this downward trend line. We break this, we finish and destroy this downward trend line, and we have a higher high eventually, and that just shows that we are finished with this. But since HBAR alongside Ripple was one of the most best performing coins on this cycle, of course it had almost 800% growth, and that just shows that this was well performed. And I just think that for now it's tired, and I just think that is my personal opinion is that it's just over for now. So we're gonna go into the range and more downward momentum for the to be just get ready for the next cycle, not necessarily next cycle, but maybe just the next opportunities when the Bitcoin and whole the crypto market does well. So first of all, what you have to look for is this zone. This one is so important. It's aligned with the Fibonacci level, and it's aligned with the demand zone. It's a really strong demand zone. So I believe if you're looking to open a long, you can do at least a scalp, if not for anything longer, and you can get easy few percents up. It's gonna be a good buy opportunity, but after that we have to see if we are going to go up, if you're gonna have the reaction to the level and any reaction to the downward momentum. We're gonna create any lower high like these and go again for more downish moves, and then afterwards we have to see if we're gonna break this. If we break this, that's the ultimate bearish sign that we are going to go even lower. And I believe, of course, we're gonna have a good chance to react to another one here as well, that this zone is also going to be, I think, a good opportunity for buy if you want to do any perform any buy for HBAR. And I think we're gonna have another short-term reaction to this. And of course, if we lose this, we're gonna go further down, and it's gonna be gonna reach out our base, which was around November last year, around this time of the year last year, that we started this crazy bull run for HBAR. And are we going to go lower than this? I think it's easy. If Bitcoin is below 70, 75k, it's easy we're gonna go below. But of course, the bullish scenario is that we keep here and anything happens to Bitcoin, it goes below 80, 90K. We keep this for HBAR. Of course, this is going to be our base for the 2026. And from here, you're going to see upwards eventually. At any moment next year, we could start not necessarily a crazy pump, but eventually we're going to see a rally, especially if we get rid of this downward trend, and we're going to eventually see upward momentum and go for higher highs. Don't forget that in this cycle, although it had a good performance, HBAR couldn't break its all-time high. So yeah, even in this cycle, that crazy run, it couldn't break its previous all-time high. So keep that in mind. So I'm gonna summarize. This zone is so important. If you want to see good rallies, good pumps for HBAR, actual one, not just a fake temporary pumps and dumps, just or fake or lower highs that are not going to go anywhere, we have to keep this zone. And after that, eventually we must get rid of this downward trend. And after that, we're gonna could have a good year for the HBAR next year. But if we lose this, I think next year is going to be just consolidation and just range, just like what we had here. It's going to be similar to that. And if I want to imagine any movement for it, I would imagine it would be something like this that we have, and eventually we go for this. And of course, along the way, we might see more pumps, but of course, I believe that it all going to go down for now, the rest of the year. But of course, it's also heavily dependent on the whole crypto market as a whole, as a Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does well, if Bitcoin tomorrow or the next month or the second quarter of the 2026 it goes to 150k to 100k, of course HBAR could be above 0.4 the next day after that, so keep that in mind. But I believe for now we're gonna go for here and test here, and then we have to see what will happen to it then for more accurate. But for now, for this chart, I think this is going to be our whole roadmap for it. And if we could keep above this, of course this could be the scenario. So you have this mind, use this as a help and just a view on your decisions for HBAR. I will try to do more updates on HBAR, so please hit the subscribe button. I try to do analyze on crypto pair charts and on an easy view. I don't like to draw 300 moving averages on the chart, so please hit the subscribe button. And I want to grow this channel together, so let's do it. And thank you for watching.